To support more local businesses and local initiatives like the Filipino Fiesta. So good food is on the way. Plus, Rachel Picaro is in on this Aloha Friday, looking slick. What you got on?
I'm wearing Cookie's clothing today, and this dress is stunning. I gotta shout out our friends because we are gonna have some fun and look good today. But like you mentioned, so much happening here. We have our friends at Rehab Hospital of the Pacific. They've got an art exhibition that's coming up, and you need all the details. Plus, we are gonna be talking about the 48th annual Nahoku Hano Hano Awards. We're gonna have some live music on High Now Daily today, plus some summer programming that you gotta know about. Accelerations Learning Center is in the house, but everything's happening when?
Right now on High Now Daily. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all, we promised you some good fun and some good grinds. That's where we're kicking things off today with Sheila Elcano, General Manager of a great local business, serving up all kinds of great Filipino grinds. Sheila, welcome into the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I think everyone wants to thank you for being here because the crew and I are very happy to see what is on this table. But tell everyone about the business. When did you start this?
Awesome. So Chef Ronaldo started this business in 1989 in the Philippines, migrated his way to Hawaii, and now he's flourishing as a caterer at the Filipino Community Center and other venues as well. And he's immaculate with cooking local Hawaiian and local Filipino cuisine, as you can tell by the food here.
Absolutely. We're going to get into the grinds here in just a little bit. But you mentioned as well, so on the catering side, and then what is the full name of the business? Because it involves catering, right?
Yes, Cuisine Catering by Sinublan.
And so even with the name, where does that name come from?
So Sinublan is the wok that we use. We like to call it Sinublan. It's in Ilocano. And it's pretty much like a really big wok, and it's to serve like big parties, big events for family gatherings and all that.
And everyone should know, if you've been to a big Filipino party, they're large gatherings.
Yes, of course.
Many members of the family. Now, walk us through some of the dishes that we got over here.
Awesome.
These are some of the things you guys provide, yeah?
So right over here, we have Chef's specialty dish, which is steamed white rice, pancit bihon with mixed vegetables. And then we have pork guisantes as well with mixed vegetables. All our dishes are made locally and produced. We always buy them locally as well. And then over here, we have our baked fish, which is a sea bass. And over here, we have pork guisantes as well. And then right over here, this is our fan favorite, which is beef steak, also known as bistek, with white onions.
Okay, so are all of these, this is traditional type of Filipino cuisine, is that correct? Expand a little bit more about the flavors that you get from a lot of these dishes.
Once you eat the dishes, you're gonna get like a taste of the Filipino culture, as well as like you're back in the Philippines, sitting with your family, talking and laughing and having just a great time. You know, having food on the table will bring everybody else together.
Now, speaking of everyone coming together, there's a big fiesta going down, right, over there at the Philcom Community Center. Tell us about the Filipino Fiesta. What's happening?
Yes, so at the Filipino Community Center, it's going to be on Saturday, May 3rd. We're going to have a big Filipino Fiesta coming out. Join us for a full day celebration of Filipino culture and heritage. This event is packed with activities for all ages, live entertainment, local food vendors, community organizations, and something really cool is we're gonna have an ice cream eating contest and a balut eating contest.
Okay, wait, say that again. Ice cream eating, so how does the ice cream eating contest work?
So I guess we're just gonna scarf down the ice cream.
Is it like mountains of ice cream and it's first person to finish?
Yeah. And then the balut eating contest.
What is the balut eating contest?
It's like a...
That's intriguing.
That is
intriguing.
So if you ever had a balut, I believe it's an unfertilized duck or chicken egg. And a lot of people just tend to run away from it.
How does it prepare? Because even with balut, that's like a popular street food. Is that correct in the Philippines?
Correct, yes. It is steamed, so and then you can put a dash of salt, shoyu on top, Tabasco for a little bit more flavor, and you just scarf it down.
And then you just go for it. Hey, no better time than at the Filipino Fiesta. You know, I do want to go back to the name for you folks because it involves a lot of cooking. Hawaii Gas, a big community partner. They do a lot for our local initiatives and different things that are taking place. But why is that so important in the cooking process, using the gas to heat up the wok so you can make all this incredible food?
Oh yeah, of course, because we love to use propane when we cook because it controls the temperature. And because we're cooking big amounts of food, we want to make sure the meats are cooked properly, vegetables are not overcooked, and the fish is well prepared, you know, and all that.
Absolutely, and anytime we're cooking in this kitchen, it's always with Hawaii Gas, and we're getting that consistency and the results that you're looking for. People want to come down, check out Filipino Fiesta, your folks' local business, get more info on the catering side.
Yes.
Sheila, what's the best way to do that?
The best way to do that is you can check us out at filipinofiesta.hi or philcomcenter.org. You can also check out our website as well on Facebook. Find us on Facebook on Cuisine Catering by Sino Blanc and Instagram, Sino Blanc Catering.
Right on, Sheila. Thank you so much for the time. We're going to send things over to Rachel right now, standing by. I promise we're going to save some for you.
I doubt it, but I will be happy if you do. Anyway, we are downstairs in studio because we are looking ahead to the 48th annual Nahoku Hano Hano Awards, and that's why in studio today we have Kala'e and Kalena. Now, you're the president of HARA. We all know that as Hawaii Academy of Recording Arts, who puts on this incredible event. But also, this guy over here, holy moly, you got a whopping 9 nominations this year for the Hokus. Holy,
very blessed.
Congratulations. I mean, you both are doing so fantastic. You've been nominated as well. But let's talk a little bit about what's to come with the 48th annual. I mean, ballot
We're super
drop.
excited to have it. The ballot just dropped. It just got released yesterday. So congratulations to all of Hawaii's musicians who, you know, is keeping that legacy alive. And this year we get to celebrate all of that at the Sheraton Waikiki on June 21st. And it's going to be a great night. It's super fun. The ballot just released, and so all of our members are voting. But for our public, our tickets also just went on sale. So you can go to harahawaii.com and find out more information there.
Very cool. Okay, you mentioned for the public, a lot of times people think it's membership only and that maybe the public can't go there.
Absolutely.
But you're like, no. Everybody's welcome. Just
It's
go
a
and check it
really
out.
fun time. There's going to be a pop-up makeke. We've got red carpet happening at 3 o'clock, so you can see all the celebrities coming in and getting ready for the big event. So it's going to be a super fun night. If you're interested and you want to come and support our local musicians and our local music here in Hawaii, please come on down.
Yes. Okay, you're talking about supporting the local musicians, and over time, I feel like the musical scene has changed in so many ways.
It has.
How have you folks been able to adapt with the times?
Yeah, you know, I mean, for the Hawaii Academy of Recording Arts, we've been able to expand our categories so much. I mean, we've got rock and R&B and metal, and you know, here in Hawaii, I feel like, and we talk about this all the time, we're so fortunate to have so much opportunity for our local artists. And you know, we've got this country guy over here just dominating in the country field, and he just opened for Billy Currington this past week, and we've got exciting things for him in the year to come. But it's just such a huge blessing to be able to support our artists in that way. And so from the Hawaii Academy of Recording Arts, to be able to do that and to continue to elevate and uplift is such a great thing.
Absolutely. Now, I wanted to move over to Kala'e. I mentioned 9 nominations this year. How does that
Exciting.
feel?
It's pretty surreal. I'm not gonna lie, I was blown away when I found out. I was just like, wow. You know, you work at your craft for years and you do it for the love of music, and to be acknowledged by your peers, people you respect in the industry, some people you actually look up to and who have mentored you. It's a beautiful feeling, and I'm very grateful, yeah.
And we've been following your journey, the both of you, on social media. You guys have been doing a lot of shows. You guys have been collaborating with other artists, and just so many things on the agenda this year for you guys, including a new song that you just dropped today.
Just today. New
Tell us
tune.
about that.
It's called In 2 Words. And actually, I was flying over to Nashville a bunch the past couple of years. So I wrote and recorded this song in Nashville, along with some other tunes that's gonna be coming out this coming year, and I'm really excited. It was a beautiful experience for myself, and it's just me traveling the journey of music and growing.
Beautiful. Well, I feel like since you dropped it today, this may be the first time we are seeing it.
I think so.
Live
It's the premiere
on Hangout
live.
Daily. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna let you take the floor then and do your
Perfect.
thing. Make sure you go ahead and get those tickets on the screen. harahawaii.com for tickets to the 48th annual Nahoku Hano Hano Awards. Take it away.
Sometimes I just sit still and soak it all in. Let the moon get my skin, let the trees hold the wind. Sometimes I take a breath and just close my eyes. Elijah Craig makes the eyes, and I think, damn, what a lie. Sometimes I kick these boots up and shut up, and I don't have a lot to say. Good times got me feeling at a loss, but it might be the sweetest nothing that I've ever heard. Don't know what to say, but I think it's okay. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. Hey, 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 hey. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. I love when you come swinging through that screen door, barefoot in jean shorts. Heaven is a bad coach. You take the conversations out of my lungs, put a tie on my tongue, speechless in this. Good times got me feeling at a loss, but it might be the sweetest nothing that I've ever heard. Don't know what to say, but I think it's okay. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. Hey, 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 hey. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. I don't need a name for what I'm feeling. What's it even matter what it's called? You don't need a reason why you're smiling. When a smile says it all. Good times got me feeling at a loss, but it might be the sweetest nothing that I've ever heard. Don't know what to say, but I think it's okay. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. Hey, 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 hey. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. Hey, 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 hey. Living for the moments that you can't put into words. Living for the moments that you can't put into words.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Joining us here in the studio now is Ellie Vintula Honda, as well as Glenn Medeiros, the president of St. Louis School. Welcome into the show, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mahalo for being here. So we're going to jump into a really great invitation to the community involving St. Louis School, which right now, Glenn, so the only all-boys Catholic high school, correct?
It's the only one, started in 1846, so we've been around a long time. I know you graduated from Punahou, 1841, but we just started right after you.
Okay, so now with St. Louis School, I mean, it's a rich history and legacy, but this specific event that we're going to be talking about, a Grape Escape, this is the 18th annual. How did this event start?
Well, we have so many really great alumni, and Dwight Otani is one of them, and he's known around town for doing a lot of great things, but he started this particular event. It's our #1 fundraiser, brings a lot of people around to drink great wine. I don't drink, but I watch other people drink, and they have a great time there.
Yes.
Oh, you
And
must
they
have
a lot
the
of good
best
food too.
stories then.
Oh yeah, the best stories. A lot of great food too. So we hope that people can come and check out our website, stlouishawaii.org, and just come and join us.
Okay, now you mentioned A Taste of Italy is the theme for this year, so that means, what's the experience going to be like? How'd this collaboration happen here with Ellie?
Well, we were looking for someone who could lead the event, and I've known Ellie for several years, and I just said, hey, why don't you come and join us? And we're so lucky to have her.
Ellie knows how to throw a party, doesn't
Yes, she does, yes.
Ellie, tell us a little bit about the decor. Now, with the theme being A Taste of Italy, that's are we looking for Tuscan, Sicilian vibe? Well, what is the atmosphere going to be like?
Well, a combination of many, but our theme is, as you can see, lemons and oregano. So this is our centerpiece. This is what our centerpiece is going to be. And then everyone who attends gets this etched glass that says the Grape Escape. Of course, wine will be in it. So.
But you have to go to the event for that.
Yes, and then we will have live auction, and one of the live auction is to New York, a little town of Italy.
Oh, very cool. Okay, and I do want to expand as well. Like, in addition to this event being a lot of fun, a great way for the community to gather, the St. Louis Crusader alumni as well, but the funds and the proceeds raised. Glenn, where's this all going back toward?
Yeah, so the funds for this particular event goes to financial aid to help our students to be able to afford to go to St. Louis School. Also goes to our educational programs. And in this particular case, we're also helping out the Red Cross with the wildfires that occurred in California.
What do you think, and obviously serving now in president in your capacity and alumni as well, but what makes the Crusader and the Brotherhood so special and so strong at St. Louis School?
It's special, you know, when you bring boys together and they learn together and they don't have the girls around, they tend to get a little bit closer. They can be a little bit more real with each other. And I know for me, I actually attended Kauai High School in Kauai. And when we started dating, I think we weren't as close with our friends. Where here, you know, they keep really close. They spend all day with each other, and it grows and it continues even after they graduate. They see each other every 5 years, sometimes even more often.
Now, with A Taste of Italy, tickets, now this is open to the entire public as well. We have the auction. Is the auction already live currently?
It's going to be live auction at that time.
Okay, live auction when the event is taking place.
Yes.
How do people learn more? Glenn, it's going to be at St. Louis School. Give us the details,
St. Louis,
the times,
yes.
and how do we get tickets?
Yeah, so it happens on the 26th of April, on Saturday. It starts at 5:30. You can go to www.stlouishawaii.org for more information.
You know, one of the very famous alumni from St. Louis School is a guy named Don Picaro, who years ago gave the earth an incredible gift, and that gift is standing by right now. Rachel, what's happening?
Hey, you're good. I gotta shout him like that because he is a true Crusaders. And yeah, honestly, if I were a boy, I definitely would have been over there at St. Louis School. We're just a big supporter of the school. And anyway, we are here. Hi Now Daily, and we're talking all about Hawaii's premier college test prep and academic tutoring center. They're offering summer courses, but spots are filling up fast. So on standby right now, we've got Brant Izumo of Accelerations Learning Center here to tell us how to snag a spot this year. Brant, what's happening?
Hi, so at Accelerations Learning Center, thank you for having us on today. We work with kids on getting better at test prep, using testing strategies that make it easier to answer questions, finding patterns within the test. And it's not just for college students. We also do SSAT here on the islands, helping students get into schools like Punahou, Iolani, Midpac, St. Louis as well, as well as getting them more comfortable with just standardized testing too.
Very cool. You brought a few of these books here. I see we have the SAT prep and the SSAT prep. Now talk about these books specifically, because this is something that you folks created at Accelerations Learning Center.
Yeah, so these are our books that the students get when they sign up for our summer courses. It took my team and our company about 4 to 6 years to get the materials put together, trying to see what is it that these kids really need to know, these examples of strategies to keep it simple. So we have one for our SAT class and we have one for our SSAT prep program. And it's just an amazing book, keeps everything simple, engaging, proactive with sample questions and all of our lesson breakdowns.
Okay, so for those parents who are thinking about sending their children to you folks, whether it's year-round programming that you do or for the summer when they're off of school and they have that summer break, it's now time to really dive deep into some of the learning, but all ages as well, from even preschool all the way up to college prep as well.
Yes, that is correct. We work with students from pre-K all the way up to 12th, and we actually have some adults who are needing help with college math or college writing. We do the full spectrum of math, English, reading comprehension, private school test prep, interview, college essays, the full gambit of getting a kid from when they're ready to start school to the end when they're trying to get that degree.
Okay, and now let's talk results, because I really love to hear that the programs that the kids are going to are working, and you were saying you guys got really great results for those kids.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that here in Hawaii, after doing the SSAT for 8 years, I've been able to have 90% of my candidates receive a letter, if not multiple letters from the schools of their choices. So I always get excited when I get that memo or email, or even the kids come down and give me a gift to say, hey, thank you, Mr. B, so much for this opportunity, putting me through the program. For our SAT program, we see students increase their scores by 200 or more points, getting them to get scholarships and grants for their colleges.
Okay, so if people are listening in and they want more information, they want to get their kids through the course, what is your website, I should say, where people can get more information?
To sign up for any of our services or summer school courses, go to our website, alceducation.org. We have all the different tabs. It's fast, easy, and my staff is ready to go.
Wow, and all different types of courses, whether it's math, reading, all the different things, all combined into the different test books.
Yep, so the test books will take the kid from start to finish with all the different parts of the test. For the SSAT program, it also does include the essay components as well as the interview prep.
Very cool. That's all you need to know. Go to their website. They've got you covered. Get those kids ready for their success here on out. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to have the details on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo. All right. I don't want to take a peek at what's in this book.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us now is Keali'i Lopez, AARP Hawaii State Director. Keali'i is here, always providing vital information for local ohana. Welcome into the show.
Good, thank you to be here.
Mahalo nui for being here. So today we are talking about, and especially growing up being here in Hawaii, generational housing with ohana, right? And this idea of caregiving. So oftentimes things happen and people are thrust into these caregiving roles here in Hawaii. But what are we seeing locally right now?
So one of the things we do know is that there's 154,000 family caregivers in Hawaii.
Ooh.
So they're taking care of their parents, their spouses, their loved ones. They put in about 144 million hours a year.
Oh my goodness.
Right? And so if they were paid by the state or paid to do that work, that would be $2.6 billion. So it's wonderful. We all do it out of love for our ohana. The thing that we want people to understand, though, is many of these caregivers, in addition to their own time, spend about $7,200 of their own dollars for medicine, transportation, all of those things. So we're excited that this year we have gotten a bill farther than we ever had in the past.
Okay, that's big. Tell us about the bill. And just, in speaking out, those numbers are staggering.
Yes, they are. They are. And again, all out of love, right, to care for their loved ones. Keep in mind also that by caring for our loved ones, people are not having to go into expensive facilities that taxpayer dollars have to go into for Medicaid and Medicare to cover that. So we're saving a lot of money. But again, that's why we're so excited about this caregiver tax credit. So it's a state tax credit. It is a way for the legislature and the state to say, you know what, thank you, mahalo for taking care of our loved ones. Again, if not for these caregivers, a lot of these kupuna would have to be in care homes and such, and they all want to stay at home. Most everybody wants to be able to age in their own home, and family caregivers make that possible.
And expanding on what you just said as well, oftentimes it is ohana members that are in the caregiving role, many of them still working currently all the time.
Exactly.
More than 40 hours a week sometimes.
Exactly. And that's part of our concern is people shouldn't have to take off from work or lose money. So one, we talk about spending their own money, but they also take off time from work. So having a reasonable tax credit, and so there's limits on who can get it and how much it's going to be available. But we think at least it's a starting point. Be able to take care and say, you know what, Hawaii, we love our kupuna, our loved ones. Family is so important. Here's a way that the state and all of us are supporting their efforts.
Okay, so you mentioned this is the farthest that it has gotten as well. And where will we see the immediate impact moving forward?
Nice. So just for you, policy geeks out there, maybe if some of you are watching, it's HB 701. So that's gotten through the House and the Senate. It goes to conference. If the legislature and the money committees can find the money to make it happen, we're looking at having it be available to taxpayers in the next cycle for tax purposes. So, again, we're working hard. We have information on our website if people want to participate, and it's aarp.org/local. But we have a link on our Facebook page, and I think we have a link on your folks' website.
That's right. There's going to be many resources in order for people to learn more. Oftentimes with AARP, in addition to this, what we're talking about today, so many different initiatives take place in the community, really going back to supporting kupuna specifically. But oftentimes people think, oh my gosh, I'm not a member, I cannot go. But that's not the case, right?
Right. So with AARP events, you don't have to be a member, and most of them are all free. You can go online at aarpagain.org local. We've got, if you don't mind, if you have a minute, we have an event on Maui, which is a documentary with Seth Rogen and his wife, Lauren, and their care for her mother who had Alzheimer's. But we also have some fraud events coming up. We want kupuna and everyone. You worked hard for your money, keep it, don't give it to scammers. So go to our website and learn more about those events.
There you go, mahalo nui. Keali'i, always very important information. And for more info as well, head to highnowdaily.com. Right now, we'll send things over to Rachel.
Thanks so much, Kainoa. We know Rehab Hospital of the Pacific as the only acute rehabilitation hospital in Hawaii, helping serve survivors of serious injuries and illnesses rebuild their lives in a variety of ways. Well, they've got an art exhibition opening tomorrow in downtown, and here to share is Melissa Mullen and Karen Speed. Ladies, thank you for being here on High Now.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Let's talk, sorry, about this art exhibition. I know you guys are very, very into art in your facility and having your patients kind of work with the paints and everything. You've done it on a small scale. Now you guys are expanding. You have this incredible art exhibition coming up. Tell me about that.
Yes. So we're extremely excited about our upcoming event. You know, it really highlights our creative arts program and its role in stroke recovery. This exhibition provides a platform for not only the stroke survivors, but also their caregivers to share their stories. And it's just a great platform.
Awesome, and that's kicking off tomorrow.
Correct.
And it'll last some time.
Yes, it's from April 12th to May 4th at the Downtown Art Center. And it's free to the public.
Love that, free to the public. And what you're looking at is essentially what's up on the walls right now. As you guys were setting up, you guys have little blurbs about some of the artists, also about Rehab Hospital of the Pacific
Correct.
and the incredible work that you folks do. So when people are coming into this space, it's all about the artwork from some of your patients.
Correct.
And that's why I'm moving over here to you. You've been a part of this program for some time, and you found the support group with Rehab. Tell me a little bit about your journey.
Well, as a stroke survivor, I'm so thankful to be in the community, and I just love the participants and the supporting staff and the activities they bring to us. It's just a joy being there that, you know, I'm just so thankful that we're all getting better and recovering.
Yes. Karen, we were talking a little bit earlier, and you were saying that having a stroke, that was a blessing for you. And I want you to expand on that and tell everybody what you meant by that.
Well, previously I was a workaholic and I was a very, you know, I wasn't taking time to listen to my body. So when I had the stroke, you know, actually I was thankful because it slowed me down and it just made me realize that, you know, life is so important. So I know that recovering from the stroke was a really hardcore thing, but I'm thankful that I got a stroke support group to really help me understand that, you know, you got to take care of yourself and just do whatever it takes to get better and don't give up.
Yes, and you were talking also about your passion. You as a college student, tell everybody what you were into back then and now how you're kind of making a comeback with this art again.
Okay, while I was in college, you know, I graduated actually in fashion design, but I didn't pursue it. I worked as a human resources for 30 years and retired. But the thing now, the passion of artwork, I participated in the art gallery thing. And I just love to do art, and it just really helped me, you know, calm myself and just be in peace. And I'm just so thankful that my art exhibit is my painting is in the art gallery.
Very cool. And you do all different types of art as well. You were mentioning to me that you do some taping and you create all these beautiful projects. And does this help in your journey to healing? Is obviously you were mentioning that you love the support that Rehab gives you and your peers that you guys are all working together in this art program and with the stroke support group.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, so I've been doing cards for the last maybe 4 years. I've done 500 of those washi tape cards. I give them away. So that just gives me the energy and then just feeling that the recovery of with the stroke. And I'm just so thankful that I can just share it with others and grow in it too.
Absolutely. And then if people wanted to check out all of your art, it's going to be there in downtown. Tell everybody one more time. It kicks off tomorrow. It'll last until May 4th.
Correct.
Free
It's
to go
free
in.
to the public, yeah.
And where is it going to be at?
It's at the Downtown Art Center in historic Chinatown.
Okay, so go ahead and take a look at the screen right now. It is called The Journey Forward. You're going to see incredible art from all different types of people
Correct.
coming in, part of the program that you folks have.
Correct.
All right, so go ahead and check that out. All the details on your screen. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of High Now Daily. Take a look at these ones. These are beautiful. These are some of your friends' ones, yeah?
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. First Hawaiian Bank was named by Forbes as the top Hawaii bank on its 2025 Best Banks in America list for the 4th consecutive year. Big time stuff. This is Neil Char as well as Raul Magana here to tell us more. Congratulations, fellas. Welcome into the show.
Thank you very much.
Good for you. So, Neil, I want to start with you. What does this mean to the you and the rest of the First Hawaiian Bank Ohana? I mean, that's big time recognition.
Sure, it's a great honor for us for our 4th consecutive year. To me, it's a reflection of the bank's strong leadership team, our very, very, very dedicated employees, our strong service culture, and of course, our customers that helped us be successful.
Now, what went into the qualifications, the rankings that compile the list?
Yeah, well, Forbes looks at a lot of financial metrics. We call them key performance indicators, and they range from measuring credit quality, profitability, and growth.
How did First Hawaiian Bank perform in these areas that you just mentioned?
Well, we're very fortunate. We did pretty well. We ranked 54 out of 200 banks that were on the list, and it really reflects our safety, security, and stability. If you think about it, going back from 1858 when we were first founded.
Wow, okay, Raul, I do want to transition over to you. How does First Hawaiian Bank work with our local community and members to really support them in their financial goals?
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think, as Neil talks about those KPIs, the one thing they all have in common is that success there is reflective of a strong banking relationship and our customer success, right? And there's nothing that we achieve in those metrics that doesn't come from our customers being successful, growing their businesses and handling their personal financial lives. And I think for us, a lot of that comes down to starting with that core foundational deposit account. And it's a great time to be talking about it. We just relaunched our flagship account, Priority Banking, and looked a lot at thinking about how we can help put our customers in a position to be successful. And I think that's what you see reflected here, whether it's things like, you end up finding yourself in an ATM that's, we do ATM refunds, or whether you find yourself, something happens, because it does, and you have an overdraft, we can help people with that and help by waiving overdraft fees.
Neil, First Hawaiian Bank also recognized as the SBA Lender of the Year as well. What does that mean to you folks, and how has that really come full circle in terms of supporting everyone involved?
Sure, that's a great question. It's really because small business is the lifeblood of Hawaii's economy, and it shows the bank's commitment to supporting small business.
Let's expand a little bit more on that and the ways that First Hawaiian Bank supports so many of the local small businesses here in Hawaii. We feature them on High Now Daily all the time, and local small business here in Hawaii, outstanding. So many good ones.
Absolutely, and I think what's so cool about small business is that on the consumer side, a lot of people have similar needs. Every small business is unique and different and needs something special. And I had a mentor early on who always said to me, the great thing about banking is we're the one industry that gives our advice for free. And I think that's sort of the recommendation that we always put out there. If you've got questions, come in, talk to one of our bankers, walk into one of our branches. There's all sorts of people who are standing by to help you be successful in that small business world.
This one's kind of for both of you. As we continue to expand on these local small businesses, oftentimes people aren't sure where to start. In terms of their finances and different things like that when they're first going out to launch these local businesses. What do you recommend if you're a small business entrepreneur right now in the market?
Yeah, I would say, there's a great starting point with FHB.com. If you're more comfortable Instagram, FHB Hawaii on Instagram, and there's a lot of great content there that comes out, both advisory, some of it things like featuring female leadership profiles. There's inspirational things as well as informational. And then lastly, I would come back to walk into a branch. And I think if you really got questions, come in, talk to somebody, we can get you on the right path.
We have a team of business bankers that can help.
All right, well, Neil, Raul, first of all, congratulations and mahalo nui for being here. And we're going to try and make it again on this list in 2026. So I guess we'll see you guys back here.
Awesome.
Mahalo.
For sure. Right now, we're going to send things up into the kitchen. Rachel is standing by with food. I'm not there. I'm jealous.
You should be, Kaino, because you all know it's no secret. I'm a big fan of 808 Sweet Sentiments. And right now, I am with the owner. We've got Sherry here. How's it going?
Hey, Rachel. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm always checking her out at the pop-ups. I know you guys do some throughout the island. I've been to your Nordstrom one as well.
Yes.
But you got to tell everybody first off about your business, 808 Sweet Sentiments. So good.
So 808 Sweet Sentiments, we basically do our savory snacks, our gourmet dips, and sweet treats. But there's something that people don't know, and we do cater too.
Cater.
We do.
Love that.
Favors. We do centerpieces, and we also do party seafood platters.
party poo-poo platters. I love the sound of that. And right now you're looking at a video of some of your specialty dips. What is that one? Oh, even the puppies love it. What is that?
That is our hot crab and artichoke dip.
Okay, the hot crab and artichoke dip. You brought that into studio today. You broiled it up for a bit, and that's what we're kind of looking at right here in the center. But like you also mentioned, you do the gift baskets. You do all kind of things for parties. So just hit her up on Instagram is usually where how to get in touch with you, right?
That's exactly true.
Okay, so here is that specialty dip on top of like this baguette over here.
Yes.
That smells fantastic.
So this is actually made with real blue crab.
Ooh.
All of our ingredients are whole. We don't use any preservatives, so shelf life is a little bit shorter, but we don't want to, compromise the integrity of the food or the product. So everything is whole.
So get it while it's hot is what she's
Get it
saying.
while it's hot.
Oh, real deal stuff, blue crab up in there. And then you also have these 3 dips here as well. And then these aren't just your regular crackers. No, you add some specialty goodies on top of that. Tell everybody.
So my whole thing, Rachel, is about mixing and matching, right? So we pair each other. They complement each other. So my dips complement my snacks complement my dips. And
very calculated, yes?
So it's a one-stop shop. You don't need to go to the supermarket. It's right there. Everything is right there for you. So right here we have is our smoked garlic ahi.
Okay, well, I mean, you looked at me, I looked at you, and then I was like, I'm going in. So the smoked, spinach. Garlic.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is spinach artichoke. Yes.
And with the garlic ranch.
Garlic ranch peppers.
Good thing I had the little cue cards over there because I was just going to sample and just say whatever I thought it was. I'm glad you were here to help me out.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And we go.
The next one is made actually for Rachel. And this is actually the smoked garlic ahi.
Okay, well, let's just back up for a second because that first one, holy moly, you don't even have to let it hit the taste buds for very long to already feel the pack of punch. It's so good. It's so delicious. I could eat that all day long.
And we don't put any real seasonings. What you're tasting is actually garlic. It's the whole foods. The garlic, it's more of the natural flavors.
Nice. Yeah, the garlic is coming in strong on this one, and I love that fresh. That's what. Yeah. And then while I dip into this second one, what's this one here in the middle?
This is going to be kamaboko. So we pair this with our truffle reds. So a little bit of an elevated cracker. It's of course you could use your own cracker, but it just gives it more of a kick.
Whoa.
A twist.
Okay. Honestly, between the first and the second, I can't decide which one I like more. They're both so fantastic and they have this creaminess to it. The garlic is, oh my goodness. And then of course I gotta go in with this, these are rich
truffle.
Truffle. And I love the perfect pairings that you put, like you mentioned, it's just like a mix and match.
Yeah, and it's so fun because I give a lot of samples at my pop-ups. And I love it when people go, oh my gosh, you gotta come, you gotta try this with this. No, try this and this, and they create it. And I don't care how you eat it, just enjoy it.
Oh, I promise you try any of these dips, you will definitely enjoy it, especially with these crackers that pair perfectly with it. All the seasonings on top, and then obviously she's got a ton of different pop-ups that are happening. Where can people come and check you out? I know on the screen you're gonna see some information right there.
Yes, so we will be, our next pop is gonna be at Sonetics. It's gonna be April 27th. It's gonna be a day. We also have night markets, but this is gonna be a day. Nordstrom is going to be our next one. Oh, and right there you can see all the different vendors we will be showcasing.
Wow.
Yes, Sonetics is home to many local vendors, including Colleen, who is Coco's Cravings.
And we all know I love Coco.
Her
Coco
milk
buns.
bread.
So good.
Yes.
So good. We had
One
her
of
on
the
the
best.
show, and that's how we kind of all got to know each other. It's really about supporting other local businesses.
vendors.
You can get them over there at Sonetics, which is you both put on Sonetics together,
We
support
do.
each other.
We support each other.
And I love what you're doing with that. You mentioned spring. Are these going to be at your pop-up?
These were, so we make these little, what I do, just chocolate dipped bunnies and chicks and, Rice Krispie treats.
Beautiful. So go ahead and check her out. She's got her Instagram and all of these little things here. So good. All these little Chex Mix and
Those
everything.
are mixes, yeah.
Mixes. She's got it all. 808 Sweet Sentiments. Check her out on Instagram. Book her for your parties. All the things. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily. Holy moly. This right here. I'm going in.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. The fun is just continuing on today's show. It's Aloha Friday. We are gearing up for the weekend, just in time for Pauhana.
Oh yeah, I made it just in time from running from upstairs to downstairs. I couldn't miss this.
I noticed you didn't bring any food with you, but that's totally okay.
Hey, they were rushing me to get down here, and I was like, you know what, Kainoa would understand.
With good reason. And you know, if you tuned into High Now Daily earlier this week, we were actually live in Kailua Kona. We went to the pub over there for Kona Brewing Hawaii for big time details, because tonight we got a party going down as we release 2 brand new beers for Kona Brewing Hawaii. We had a chance to talk to the people who are making this beer come to life. It's a new seasonal. It is called the Mahea Haze. That's what you're looking at on your screen right now and here in studio. Mahea Haze. So this is gonna be a hazy IPA. And I said this earlier, for those of you who kind of think, like, sometimes IPAs, they tend to be a little bit, you know, on the heavier side. Darker color, that's one of the things I really like about this one. It's light, it's got great notes of citrus in it.
Oh.
Easy drinker.
This looks like you take it to the beach.
Yeah.
You go to the parties, you pack a 6-pack in your cooler, and you're good to go. All right, this is the Mahea.
That's the Mahea Haze, but I did mention 2 new launches with the seasonals. This is gonna be the other one. This one here is called the Pili Pilsner. And you know, Pilsners, when we were talking to Jack Albanese, he's one of the big guys who helped bring these brews to life. They were the team got together and they started asking each other, well, what type of beers do we like to drink? You know, what type of beers are popular? How do we make them? And let's really expand on that. And they landed on the IPA and the Pilsner because these are really popular. But if you look at the colors,
whoa, yeah.
Very distinct.
Okay. Well, maybe that's gonna be the drink that you can have at the beach then. It looks a little lighter and more.
Yeah.
But honestly, they both look fantastic.
It's everything you want out of a Pilsner. It's everything you want out of a nice, juicy, citrusy IPA. So cheers to Kona Brewing Hawaii. Man.
Ooh, that's good.
Really doing it right. And then with them as well, they're gonna have music for the party. So you gotta come down, you can sample the new beers. And what's really cool too, because they're independently owned, you know, so much of all the beers made locally, right? They're making them over there in Kailua Kona, which is really cool.
Kainoa didn't just go to Kona and have fun. He just learned a lot of stuff about
I was learning
Kona
a lot, man.
brewing.
And I do gotta shout out their brew guy over there, man, Jack Albanese. He's the VP of operations. That guy knows his stuff, so it was a lot of fun.
Very cool. Well, you mentioned entertainment because things are going down, right? Hawaii Kai location. You also mentioned Kona, so we've got a little friend over here
We got a little
today.
celebration of our own. You know what pairs well with Kona Brewing Hawaii?
How about some
live
Dominic
music?
Carlos?
Let's
That
bring
pairs
in local
great.
musician Dominic Carlos. Welcome into the show.
How's it going? Aloha,
Here,
guys.
I'm feeling like a horrible host right now.
What's our manners?
Seriously.
Where are our
No
manners
worries.
right
We
now?
got one.
Yeah, we got one for you.
This is how the real G's do it. You just drink straight from the can
That's how
over
it
here,
goes.
okay?
I'm gonna have to take that back because I do want that hand later to stroke because I do want to hear music.
Acapella.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be good with it. Dominic, man, tell everyone out there a little bit about your story, bro. How long you been jamming, bro?
About 7 to 10 years. I started off playing like backup guitar and lead guitar for like different bands, opening with bands at Mai Tais, different venues here in Hawaii. Yeah, I started doing like my solo work after that, and I actually have some original music that I'm coming out with this year, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
talk about the inspiration behind some of your music, and you mentioned you're bringing out some new ones. What's
Yeah.
this one going to be all about?
I've been really kind of, it's almost like a version 2.0, these new songs that I'm making. So this first one that I'm releasing is called Dark Days, and it kind of talks about, you know, through, there's strength to be found through our weaknesses. And that's kind of like the message that I want to do. It's a little bit more positive. And then I got some fun ones too. I have another song that that's called Fate Yanage, and it's kind of a reminiscent of like, so I'm
mentioned fun.
yeah.
Fate Yanage. Oh
So
my
like
God.
I have fun ones like that
My
too.
man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
This
take
thing's
it back.
sipping pretty good, must be. Huh?
Well, the ABV on that. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's fun songs mixed in with some more conscious songs, and I'm super excited for it.
Very,
exciting.
very cool. Now, you're going to be playing some places. People can always follow your journey. Is Instagram the best place for you to, where everybody knows where you're popping up? Obviously on the screen, it's right there.
Yeah.
You can check him out on his website and everything, but that's usually how to get in touch with you, right?
Yep. Yeah. So I play at different bars throughout the week. Sundays, Saturdays, Fridays, and Tuesdays.
Very exciting, Brian. How would you describe your style? What's the music?
For
I
my
mean, I
original-
follow you on Instagram, so I know that you're smooth. But how would you describe it for people out there?
For I would have to say rock alternative. That's the way it's going right now. But for a lot of the bars and venues that I play at, I always pose the question, like people are like, what kind of music do you play? And I'm always like, what kind of music do you like? And take it from there.
True
That's
artist.
I was just gonna say, I do it all, no worries. Just tell me what you like, I got it. I love that. And I feel like music is really going in all different directions. Genres are blending, and so you kind of just create your own sound.
Yep.
Yeah, the
That's
more
pretty
you
much it, yeah.
perform, you just create your own signature sound.
That's
Very
right,
cool.
man. Speaking of performance, man, we're excited to hear you play. That's going to do it for us on today's show. We'll catch you folks back Monday at 3 p.m. on High Now Daily to end today's show. The one, the only, Dominic Carlos.
No worries, we got that beer for you at the end.
Sounds good. Etch it on a canvas I made for you. Etch it on a canvas I made for you. I'm creeping out of silence with a broken verse. You're reminiscing of a memory from the blur. The sunny side to falling rain is how I melt there with you. Yeah. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Within this reflection, the lights are heavy on the wasted time. A fire burned on my bridges and capped the rent. The net of my worth, my peace of mind. Can a symbol or a ghost remind me now to keep on pressing towards the finish line? Can a car scream from silence or a broken verse where I can find the right words coming through? I'm singing dark days and bright nights, they're alright. Don't call it quits, you'll be fine. I'm singing bitter ends, don't lie, no pretense. Now be smiling, wouldn't want it any other way. My dark days, bright nights, they're all mine. Don't you call it quits, you'll be fine. I'm singing bitter ends, don't lie, no pretense. Now be smiling, wouldn't want it any other way. My dark days, so you're so elusive, yeah. Now I'm chasing down the remedy, cause something's missing, no. There's an emptiness that I can see. Oh, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you, and it's there, and you were always there. You're reminiscent of a memory from the blur. How the sunny side to fall and rain right now. On my dark days, bright nights, alright. Don't call it quits, you'll be fine. I'm singing bitter ends, don't lie, no pretense. Now be smiling, wouldn't want it any other way. My dark days, bright nights, they're all mine. Don't you call it quits, you'll be fine. I'm singing bitter ends, don't lie, no pretense. And I'll be smiling, wouldn't want it any other way. My dark days, so oh, yeah. And etch it on a canvas I made for you. Etch it on a canvas I made for you. Creeping out of silence with a broken verse. You're reminiscent of a memory from the blur. The sunny sides of falling rain, so I melt there with you, yeah. A little song called Dark Days for you guys tonight. Hey, thank you.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
Of course, no problem.